What's up, you guys? Ross Sapp, managing editor, FightfulWrestling.com, FightfulMMA.com, Fightful.com. We will have a Bellator 222 post show, but this was a story big enough I wanted to do a dedicated video just ahead of the main event. Chael Sonnen has decided to hang up his gloves. He made the announcement right after his TKO loss to Lyoto Machida at Bellator 222. Sonnen actually landed a couple of takedowns, closed the distance as quickly as anyone that we've ever seen close the distance on Lyoto Machida. Unfortunately, that's where the positives ended. He ate body kicks and then a big knee to the head, and that was a wrap. He said that he signed a 5-fight contract with Scott Coker and Bellator. He honored that contract, and he was walking away. He left his gloves in the cage. We have the video embedded in the article. Sonnen retires at age 42 after a Bellator MMA run that saw him go 2-3, facing fighters that were all 39 years or older. It was really a senior circuit division that saw him take on Lyoto Machida, Vanderlei Silva, Rampage Jackson, Fedor, Tito Ortiz. But he had an extremely successful run in the UFC and WEC that saw him almost capture multiple titles, including one against Paulo Filho, where he actually beat the champion, but Filho missed weight, and the title wasn't on the line. He, of course, was embroiled in one of the top feuds of all time with Anderson Silva. Sonnen was within 2 minutes of becoming UFC middleweight champion at UFC 117 when Silva locked him in a triangle choke. They would do battle 2 years later, selling over 900,000 pay-per-views, but Silva winning that fight a little more definitively, far less dominance on the side of Chael Sonnen. He also had a lot of struggles with performance-enhancing drugs, had multiple gaps in his career, but along the way, he beat Quentin Rampage Jackson, Vanderlei Silva, Shogun Rua, Michael Bisping. A very close fight there. Paulo Filho, he's got some really, really good wins. He retires with a record of 31-17-1. Let us know your memories of Chael Sonnen, and I'll tell you one of mine very quickly. When we launched Fightful.com in 2016, people weren't exactly just lining up to be interviewed. Chael Sonnen did us a favor and was one of our first MMA interviews. So I always remember that. Very generous with his time. Was the first guest on Wikipedia fact check that we did. Chael Sonnen, Godspeed. We're out.